Hello and welcome back.
It's back in person and video,
And
folks.
for week number
We're lucky to
3.
be together for week 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're in Rowan University.
And
Coming to you live on Sunday morning.
yeah,
Woo!
and week number 3, we got a lot of good games for you this coming week. So
Yeah.
we're gonna get started right away.
We both
Thursday
predicted
night.
Buffalo to win. We both got it right.
Thursday night, Miami played them tough, but Buffalo was able to get it done. A great effort though by Miami, doing great till the end where Tua threw a pick right to the Bills receiver for the Bills to seal that one to win 31-21. I have the Bills winning 35-10. And what was your prediction?
34-17.
Alright, so we're gonna get started off with the 1 o'clock games.
Which starts shortly.
And our first one,
Rams.
close to Philly.
Yes.
Phillies fans excited for this one as we got the 2-0 Rams taking on the 2-0 Eagles.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good game, I think.
It should be a good game.
And I think we may see some defense in this one as well, more than offense. But we're going to have a good game. And I think it's going to come out right to the end where I see the Eagles. They're going to take this one. But it's going to be a close game. Eagles do take this game. I'm going to say 24-23 Eagles.
Because I've been in Philly country for the last couple days, or last 2 days, and I've seen so many Eagles fans, I'm going to go against the Eagles.
Right.
Go Rams. I'm going to go Rams 24-23.
Alright, so next up we have the Falcons coming off a great win, a dominant win against the Vikings, team that was 14-3 just a season ago, as they take on the Panthers, who failed to come back, had a great comeback, but at the end weren't able to get it done, even with the referees' help. The Panthers against the Cardinals in that one. Cardinals won that game. The Panthers are 0-2 in this game. They're hungry. They want to win. However, I think the Falcons are a little more hungry in this game, coming off a win against the Vikings. I do think the Falcons win this, and I think they win this by a bit. I think Panthers again try to make it close to the end, but fail to do so, and it's going to be a 30-15 win for the Falcons.
I like the Falcons here too. Need to see something from Carolina before I can get behind them. Obviously, they've been one of the worst teams in the league for a while now. I'm going to go Atlanta 21-13.
All right, and next up now we have the Packers taking on the Cleveland Browns in this game. This is a trap game for the Packers. The Packers have had a stellar first 2 weeks, and are they going to continue? They beat the Commanders. They dominated against the Lions. 2 great wins to start the season. The Packers right now are probably Super Bowl favorites through the first 2 weeks. They've just had a great season. They take on the Browns. Should be an easy win. But I think the Browns are going to give them a little bit of a run for their money. See Joe Flacco playing all right. More so their defense, I think, is going to play pretty good. And at the end, I do think the Packers are going to win, but it's going to be a close game where the Packers are going to take this one 26-21. The one-score victory for the Packers.
26-21?
Yep.
26-21. I think Green Bay is one of the better teams and Cleveland's one of the worst. I'm going to go Green Bay here 24-10.
All right, so now we have the Texans as they are taking on the Jaguars. The Jaguars.
Can I just say you picked the Jaguars over the Bengals last week and you got that wrong.
Did I really?
Yeah. 40-31.
I guess I did, but the Jaguars coming off a rough loss against the Bengals, lost Joe Burrow, but the Bengals were still able to get it done with Jake Brown, even though he did not have the best performance. The Jaguars come into this matchup at 1-1, taking on the 0-2 Texans. Texans also coming off a rough loss against the Buccaneers. Buccaneers won on a last-second touchdown. And both teams, these are both big games for both these teams. Jaguars win, they're 2-1, they're back in it. Texans do not want to go 0-3 in this game, for the season, because it would not be a good look for them from this point out, especially with the Jaguars at 2-1. Yeah, the Texans have had a rough go of things, but we'll see if they're going to be able to get it done. But I think it is going to go to the Jaguars. It's going to be I think the Texans give them 1-4. It's going to be close. We see a lot of defense in this one. At the end of the day, I do think the Jaguars do wind up taking it 20-17.
I've yet to see anything from Houston that excites me, and I think that continues, sadly. And I like Jacksonville at home. Trevor Lawrence does what he needs to do to get the victory. It's not going to be one of our better games, but I'm going to go Jacksonville 14, Houston 7.
And next up, we have a battle of backup QBs. We do. Jake Browning played for about 2 years ago, taking on Carson Wentz. Wentz, as you know, has some history in the NFL. He was the Eagles quarterback for the Super Bowl 52 season. Playing Super Bowl 52, but since that injury, it's gone downhill for him, unfortunately. But does he have a good day? Does he play good on the Vikings? Is this an opportunity for him, similar to how Sam Darnold had the opportunity on the Vikings last year? Is he going to have a good day? However, I do feel like a lot could happen here, but I do feel like the Bengals are going to get it done here. We're going to see some offense, more offense than defense, but Jake Browning, he's not as good as Bo, obviously, but I think he has the skills to be able to get it done, and obviously Wentz is a little more new to this Vikings franchise compared to Browning, who's been sitting on the bench for this Bengals franchise for multiple years now, and I think that will help in knowing that system and stuff. I do think the Bengals take this one, but it's going to be close. I think we're going to see some points in this game as well. Let's say Bengals 37 to Vikings 34.
I like this game as a high-scoring game, too. I think Browning's going to step right in. He's not Joe Burrow, but he's still a very competent and elite passer. Right, Aiden?
So, what do you got?
I got big game from Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. It's the battle of two of the best wide receivers in the game today. That should be fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Cincinnati 33, Minnesota 29.
All right, and now we have the New England Patriots. Our New England Patriots, as they are going to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers coming off a rough loss against Seattle. He fumbled. That basically was sealed when the guy thought it was just a drop pass, but he touched it, fumbled it, and the Seahawks got back with a touchdown, sealing that one. Great win by the Seahawks against the Steelers last week, but a great performance in Week 1 for the Steelers. Are we going to see Week 1 Steelers or Week 2 Steelers? I do think we see Week 2 Steelers. Yes, it's the Jets, and I think Rodgers was hungry in that game, wanted to get some points. However, Patriots Steelers have a good defense. It's going to be rough for the Patriots to score points, and as much as I hate to do this, I think Steelers are going to get it done. It's going to be a more defensive game. Don't see a ton of points, but I think Steelers get it done 23-16.
I hope that doesn't happen. Last week I went against the Patriots and they ended up winning.
Yeah.
This week I'm going to do the opposite, and I hope I'm not wrong. But we'll see what happens. Okay. I'm going to go New England at home. I think they're getting a little bit better every week. And I think Pittsburgh still has some growing pains, although they did look good. Was it last week or was it the first week? It was the first week.
It was the first week.
Yeah. I think New England's going to continue to start to get their act together, and I'm hoping we see some more action from Travion Henderson.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be one young, new, exciting rookies. And I'm going to go New England 24, Pittsburgh 17.
All right, so next up we have the Jets taking on the Buccaneers. Buccaneers 2-0 on the season, looking to continue to 3-0. They take on the Jets. I think this is going to be a big game for Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers. One of the best offenses in the league against another good offense. They're pretty good, but they are Justin Fieldless, so that doesn't help. And I did see a stat that Todd Bowles and Tyrod Taylor have some history coming in this game. They're playing each other. Todd Bowles also played Tyrod Taylor. when Tyrod Taylor started for the Jets or something like that.
Huh.
Or no, Todd Bowles was on the Jets and Tyrod
Todd
Taylor
Bowles
was on
was
the
there.
Bucks. I don't know.
Todd Bowles was their coach. I know that.
Yeah, Todd Bowles was on the Jets. I think his first career start, Tyrod Taylor's first career start, he played Todd Bowles. Now he is again, which is cool. But regardless, I think it's going to be a pretty big win for the Buccaneers. And maybe the Jets are going to make it a little competitive, but I think the Bucks get it done 34-10.
34-10 for the Jets.
For the Bucks.
For the Bucks. Sorry, I'm multitasking.
Yes.
Tallying last week's scores too. Yeah, I like Tampa Bay at home against the Jets. Jets. Boo 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 Jets. I'm gonna go all Tampa Bay, all at home, 35-11.
So now we have.
There it is.
Yes.
There's always one.
Yep. So now we have the Colts. The Colts somehow 2-0, coming off a win against the Broncos. Shouldn't have been a win, but the flag gave them 15 yards to redo that winning field goal. They got the kickoff, and of course it was good the second time. So 29-28 win against the Broncos. Daniel Jones and the Colts are 2-0.
Unbelievable, isn't
and
it? That the Colts are so
now
good.
they take on the 0-2 Titans. I think this continues going into this week. The Colts have figured something out, and it's gonna end soon. I think the Colts are gonna be a great team that starts like 3-0 or 4-0, and then they're gonna end the season at like 7-10. But they're gonna start off strong, and they're gonna continue to start off strong. And I think they get another big win here as well. I think it's gonna be a 32-12 win for the Colts.
I like the Colts too in this one. 32-12.
Yes.
I like the Colts in this one. I'm excited about the Colts and their new 3 sister female owners. That's kind of an exciting storyline for the NFL. And I am gonna go Indianapolis on the road, 33-13. Ooh, 2 in a row.
All right, so now we have the Raiders taking on the Washington Commandos, which are Jaden Daniels. How
Yes,
much is
they
that
are
going to
Jaden
affect
Daniels.
them? As Marcus Mariota has come in for Jaden Daniels, he's still done good.
Has he done that a lot?
But he has not done that a lot. This
Okay.
is his first start, I believe. Yeah, first start. Maybe there was a game last year, but I think he's gonna come out swinging, and yes, it's gonna affect if this is not only game Marcus Mariota plays, he's gonna start to play bad. But I think we see a huge game by Crosby Merritt in this one, starting RB for the Commanders, and I think the Commanders come out swinging. Pete Carroll plays on top of Dan Quinn's gonna come into this game with a game plan. And they're gonna take it with a close one, I think. 27-19.
All right. I'm not that into Vegas, and I'm mad at them for beating the Patriots in week 1, and that's going to carry over now to week 3. And I do like Washington. I do like Daniels. Unfortunately, he's not playing, but I'll get behind Mariota. I used to like Mariota back in the day. I'm ready to get behind him again. But who I like the most is Deebo Samuel. Hopefully he'll have a big game. I like him. I like what they do with him.
Do good.
I'm going to go Washington 23, Vegas 13.
And now
4 o'clock slate.
On to our 4 o'clock games. A battle of AFC West teams, as these are probably the 2 best teams right now in the AFC West. Chiefs are 0-2. We got the Chargers. We got the Broncos.
Yeah.
I think we'll see some defense in this game. You want to start off with your prediction?
Last time we did that, you forgot to do yours.
Okay.
So why don't you just go?
Alright, so we got the Broncos, we got the Chargers, and this game, Justin Herbert has been phenomenal the first few weeks of the season, especially in week 1 against the Chiefs. I do think that's going to continue. However, this Broncos defense, I think, are going to come in swinging, and we're going to see some defense in this game. I think tied at 19, we go to overtime. With the new overtime rules, Chargers are able to drive down, but overtime rules don't matter. So Broncos get the ball back, and I think they kick the game-winning field goal to win 22-19 in overtime.
Denver wins it on the road?
Yes.
22-19?
Yeah.
Wow.
And both teams move to 2-1.
That would be something. I like this game. I'm most excited for this game of a lot of the games today, and I think this is a toss-up. Either team could take this, and I think you're right. It's going to come down to the end. I don't know. You said OT, right?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm going to go, just to be contrarian, I'm going to go Chargers at home. I think Justin Herbert is playing like one of the best QBs in the league this year. Like, ridiculous. Like, he's really good.
Yeah.
And that's on a team that's supposed to be a running team. So, how about that?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to go Chargers at home with a big game from, hopefully, Ladd McConkey. Help out my fantasy team. Because obviously I think about that. And I'm going to go Chargers at home, 27 to Denver's 21.
And now we got the Seahawks. We got the Saints. Battle of two. Saints are pretty bad. Seahawks. We'll wait to see for the Seahawks. Hopefully they could have a good year. But this game should be interesting.
Game's in Seattle, I'd like to mention.
Do the Saints make it interesting? I think they do not. Saints, I think, will put up like 6 points. But I think Seahawks pretty much dominate the game. It's not really an exciting game that we see. I'm going to say 20.
And Smith and Jigba apparently is questionable.
23 to 6.
Who?
Seahawks.
23 to 6.
Yes.
I'm going to go Seahawks at home as well. Not much to say about this game except Seahawks victory at home, 17 to 10.
All right.
Dallas and Chicago. This could be one of the more exciting games.
I think we see some points in this game. We got Caleb Williams taking on Dak Prescott, and 2 great offenses. Chicago has a good defense. Dallas, not really a good defense. And based on how many points they allowed the Giants to score last week, I do think, especially because Chicago is more of a pass team, I think the Bears could put up some points on the Cowboys, and I think that's exactly what they do. I think the Bears actually dominate this game. Cowboys give up a fight, but at the end it's going to be the Bears who get a huge win.
Wow.
Finally. It's going to be a big win for them. I think they get it done 37 to 27 with the score, but the game is more dominant than the score shows.
I agree. I think this is going to be a shootout. I'm not a big fan of either defense, and I think that just like many of the games Dallas is going to be in this year, they're going to be, if not playing from behind, they're going to be they're going to have to light it up to stay in the game. I would love to see the Bears win this game, but I'm going to be contrarian, and I'm going to take Dallas on the road in a shootout that ends in the end in a very close one, 33 to 31.
All right. And now we have the Cardinals and the Niners. Somehow both these teams are 2-0. And we got Mac Jones starting again for the 49ers. And we got Kyler Murray starting for the Cardinals. And I just want to talk a little bit about both these teams. Yes, they're 2-0, but they've played pretty, especially the Cardinals. They played the Panthers and the Saints. So, yeah. Basically any team in the NFL, I think that would play those 2 teams in the first 2 weeks are 2-0. The 49ers, however, they coming off a win against the Saints as well. Week 1, I'm drawing a blank of who they beat the Seahawks week 1. So both these teams have had easy schedules, but Cardinals, the 49ers, I think this is going to be a close game. Mac Jones is the quarterback. I don't think they're going to do as good. I think we go into overtime, tied at 17. And you know what? I'm going to go Cardinals in this one. Getting it done. I think they get the ball, drive it down the field, doing it. 23 to 17.
Wow. Not me, folks.
After 2 drives of overtime.
In OT?
Yeah,
wow.
So like drive 3, they'll get it down. Marvis Harrison Jr. gets his 3rd catch of the game. Gets the game-winning touchdown.
Wow. That would be something crazy.
Yep.
I'm not rooting against San Francisco at home. Nuh-uh. I don't care that they don't have Purdy. I don't care that they don't have Kittle. They do have CMC, who when he plays is Mr. Reliable. Lights out. You cannot lose with CMC on the field. I'm going to go San Francisco at home in regulation, 24 to Arizona. It's going to be close, 21.
All right, so now on to our Sunday night game, going down to the Meadowlands as we have the Giants taking on the Chiefs, the 0-2 Chiefs. Battle of 2-0 teams, and let's just talk about this game. So, Chiefs had 2 rough games, close games though. Not lost to the Chargers. That was more than one score game, but the Eagles game, they didn't make that game close. And this game, I think, Giants are going to compete more. Giants coming off a big loss, but a big game against the Cowboys. Russell Wilson putting up 37 points. And yeah, I think the Giants will give up a fight, but at the end, I do think the Chiefs take it in a one-score game, 23-17.
There's not much I've seen from the Chiefs that excited me, I'll tell you that. Nor the Giants, except for last week when Russell Wilson went crazy. That was kind of exciting, I'm not going to lie. But can they maintain that? I don't know about that. Maybe. Against the Chiefs? Probably not. I'm going to go Chiefs on the road, and I think they're going to take care of the Giants without too much of an issue. 27-13.
And finally,
Monday night.
We have the Lions.
Should be a good one.
We got the Ravens. And who's going to take this game? I could see it being a more dominant performance because for whoever wins, both these teams are good when they pull away against opponents, whatever they are. But it could also be a close game. However, I do see more of the dominant game, and I think it's going to be more dominant for the Lions. Ravens have a tough night, I think, against the Lions. The Lions do take this one 38-15.
38-15 for the Lions?
Yes.
Wow. And Baltimore would end up being 1-2.
But I could also very well be seeing it be a close game, or it could be the other way around where Baltimore dominates.
I'm going to go Baltimore at home because Baltimore is just really good. Lamar Jackson is really good. Like, it's kind of crazy how good he is. And I'm going to go Baltimore at home. Yeah, this should be a fun one. 35-33.
All right. So that's our week predictions.
And I know you want to see it, folks. Here we are behind the scenes in Rowan. Isn't that kind of cool? We got our production manager in the back taking pictures of us. I just wanted to share with everyone.
Yep, okay.
Pretty neat. Benny doesn't care, but I'm excited. Thank you,
Oh,
Aiden.
yeah. Finally, so we got NASCAR predictions. Who you got for NASCAR?
I got Allmendinger.
I'm going guy that won the poll, Joey Logano. But that will do it for this week.
Yeah.
I want to thank everyone.
It's so nice to do this in person.
Yep.
We'll probably hopefully have an opportunity to do this again later in the season.
Yep. I want to thank everyone.
First show from New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, in video.
Actually, that's not true.
Yeah.
I'm driving the jet ski.
All right, never mind. I take it back.
But yeah, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Have a great day, everyone.
Later, guys.
And hope your favorite team